Hey guys, Nigel from Aquarium Central, and welcome to Friday, which means live fish unboxing. And we have some absolute goodies in the box today. We just received 9 boxes arrive. We've condensed it down to 3 boxes that we're going to show you. Yep, we've got guppies. Yep, we've got goldfish. Yep, tetras. But we also have some other surprise bits and pieces in the box. One that gets people excited every time they arrive. So keep watching the video all the way through as we reveal what those fish are going to be. Let's get into the fish now and see what we've got. First off, into the goldfish. So we have some beautiful Ranchu Goldfish. Now, Ranchu Goldfish, if you're not familiar, they are man-made species of fish, not naturally found in the wild. And have a look at the top of them here. Unlike other goldfish, they have no top dorsal fin. They are bred to be short, stumpy, and curved. That's what we're looking for, rounded, fat little bodies. Now, good variety of colors. We've got calicos, we've got whites, we've got some orange, red, and whites. So good variety of colors, good size on your calicos, so they're on your ranchus. So these are your 5 centimeter size, wonderful looking fish. The calico or the ranchu or the different types of ranchu. Well, we'll get this one out of the bag. Looks like we've sprung a leak, but we'll quickly show you guys. These here are your comets, the red and white comets. They go exceptionally well. We're going to get them straight into a tank now because the water's leaking out of the bag. But the red and white comets, really good choice for ponds. They're a lot faster than those ranchu. You don't want to put ranchus in the pond. Comets are a lot quicker. And being red and white, you have that contrast of colour. Gives you somewhat of a decoy appearance, which we can't have here in Queensland. But that's probably the next best thing, your shabbunkins or your red and white comets. Let's see what other goldies we've got. All right, just more of those red and white comets here. We can show you them a little bit better. All right, so they do have contrasting colors, red and white patterns, as you see there. So once you put them in the pond, they look much nicer than your standard red comets. All right, now here's an oddball. This one does have a top dorsal fin. However, it's completely round. Now, this is the Pearlscale Goldfish. It gets the name Pearlscale because it has these rough, rigid, raised scales on the body that look really hard and calcified. You can probably see that on the camera there. And that's where they get the name Pearlscale. But they also go by another name in the industry, and that is the ping pong goldfish or the golf ball goldfish. And you can see why. Look how round they are. They are rough and rugged, like they basically look like a golf ball, but with color and head and eyes and tail. But that's the nest. So these are your ping pong Pearlscale goldfish. An important thing you need to be aware of when keeping species like that one is make sure you do have your salts in your aquarium. We recommend you keep at least 3 grams per litre of salt in the aquarium, particularly with Pearlscales. They're more rounded, more bloated their bodies are. The more help they're going to need from you guys in regulating their fluids by keeping those salts up. All right, another one here is these guys are the Oranda, and they've just got to the size that they're just starting to develop the wen there on their head, and you can see that wen there is that lovely jelly blob developing on top. These are your tricolors. So tri meaning 3. They have 3 colors. So you got red, white, and black all in the one fish. So tricolor Orandas, 9 centimeters in size. We already had some of these in store, but we just got some cool ones in. Look at this one here with the black button eyes. Pretty cool looking goldfish. All right, so if you're into goldfish, we did get some goldfish in, but here's another one. This is another cold water species, but it is not a fish. This is your freshwater mussel. Now, really cool thing about mussels and the Biddling. If you saw our YouTube channel last night, featured fish that was released, you would have saw about the Biddling. Now, the Biddling requires these guys, the mussels, to breed. When it's breeding time, the female will develop this really long tube on the Biddling. It looks like a little bit of poo hanging out, but it's actually a breeding tube, and the male hangs around the mussel, gets the mussel used to them getting around, and then the female will come in and put her eggs inside the mussel. The male squirts his little sperm inside, and they get all fertilized, and we have little baby Biddlings inside your mussels, keeping them nice and safe. But these are your freshwater mussels. They do filter water, but they are not a replacement for your filtration. All right, but they do a job of filtering the water. They have water constantly in and out, filtering out all those little particles. All right, moving on. Not a cold water species of fish. This is your Gourami. Now, this is the Opaline Gourami. Very filthy in the bag, so very hard to show you. But personally, one of my favorites, it is one of the larger gouramis in the standard gourami species that you get, is the opaline. The opaline is this beautiful blue with black marbling throughout the whole body. Does get around about this big. It is quite one of the bigger ones. Can be a little bit aggressive, so keep it with other larger gouramis or large tetra species. It's absolute stunning fish. Beautiful opaline gourami. All right, onto a cichlid now. These are your black blue rams. Now, I have these available in both balloon version and regular version at the moment. Some of these are almost what you would call black knight quality. They're not quite black knight, but they're an exceptionally good black blue ram. So if you want good quality black blue rams, you'll probably get black knights out of them. They're probably the throwbacks from breeding black knights. They have just come into the store. The balloon ones are sensational. They've got a black body with blue pearls on them at the moment. They're probably the best balloons I've seen. All right, another one. Technically is a tropical fish. It does do quite well in the cooler weathers and in your pond, but it is a tropical because it does come from Papua New Guinea, from the warmer rivers than we have here in Australia. And this is the Praecox rainbow, otherwise it's known as the blue neon rainbow. They are a good size of 4 to 5 centimeters in the bag. Couple of nice males there developing nice deep bodies. With your Praecox rainbow. I love them. They're iridescent blue with red fins around them. Really metallic, shiny fish. All right, talking about blue, shiny fish, we've got another cichlid here, and they are looking nice. Have a look at these guys. These are your neon blue Accaras. All right, so not your regular blue Accaras, the neon blue. See how blue they are? Male and female, the same coloration. They're an electric blue. Some people call them electric blue Accaras, but neon blue Accaras. These are super popular, guys. So if you love your cichlids, I'm not a huge fan of Americans myself. I love my Africans, but have a look at these. These are very, very popular. All right. At the moment, talking about cichlids, we did get 5 and 5 only. Electric blue Jack Dempsey's came in this week. Not sure what's left. They're on the website. They could be sold out. Not entirely sure. But they have like a $150 price tag. These guys have only got like a $30 price tag. Very similar looking fish. But we do have those electric good blue cars. So if you're into those, jump on the website. There was only 5. That's all I could get. I tried to get 20. There was only 5. All right. Moving on. Now what we have here is the flying fox shark. Not to be confused with the Siamese algae eater. It does look very similar in the bag. But this is your red flying fox shark. This guy will not do as well a good job at eating that hair algae and grasses like the Siamese algae as it does. This guy's the flying fox. It is a much larger, but it's got this beautiful red bronze line down the body compared to the other. And at the moment, they're super popular. We can't keep them in stock. We get them in and they are gone. And then get them in and they are gone. And you can see why. They're a good size. All right, another cichlid. Now, this guy here has similar conditions to those of South American cichlids. They do like soft water, but it isn't a South American. It's an African cichlid, comes from the riverine, and it is the Kribensis. Now, this is a lovely bag of girls. The girls in the Kribensis get more color, as you can see, than the males. The females get this beautiful blueberry purple bellies on them. Lots of gold throughout the finnage as they're getting ready to breed. This is a beautiful bag of females. This is definitely breeding size. We do have pairs available in our store. Have a look at them. Really lovely looking female Kribensis. Absolute sensational gold fins on that one. They are really good looking girls. So if you're into Kribensis, jump online, grab yourself a pair right now because those females are ready to go. All right. Moving on, don't forget we got something really cool coming up. Towards the end of the video, we'll bring it out. But we've got some fish we don't get here very often. And when they do, they cause a lot of excitement. And they are coming up later on. All right, next, getting into some pencil fish now. We did get a few different types of pencil fish in today. And the first one out is the golden red form. So these are just your standard gold red pencil fish. All right. Yep, golden red pencil fish. So they're washed out colours in the bag, but they do get that little bit of red through them, black line through the body. Now, that's just one of the types of pencilfish. There's more exciting ones coming. All right, so these are another one. Now, they call them the glittering. Now, we put them in the tank. They look very, very similar to those red form. You look carefully, they do have a bit of a sparkle through them. So these are the glittering, we would call them golden pencilfish, but they are glittering because they do have that gold fleck through them. I guess that's why they call them the golden pencilfish. That's what we're calling them, I think, on our website, or glittering golds. So they're much larger than those red form, and they will get some red in them once they get into the aquarium. Let's keep moving on. All right, another pencilfish. It's a bit smaller, this guy, but this is your twin striped pencilfish. So it's a twin striped pencilfish. Doesn't have the color of that other one, but you can see that line on them and where it gets its name. So it's something different. Now, but if you're into pencilfish, now I did try to get some of the super reds available that came into the country this week. Unfortunately, they're currently on hold with the wholesaler. We are in line to grab those, but we do have a buyer already standing by if they come available to get, is the super reds. But the next best in line, not that one. I do have them here. Fine, there they are these guys. Now, I do know the buyer is on his way here to come have a look, but we did get plenty of them in today. These guys are your coral red pencilfish. Now, these guys are an intense red. They have black parallel lines on them. Really hard to show you in the bag, and if the males are dropping colours, but hopefully looking there, that's a female. You know that's a definite male there, that red coloured one in there. And there's no male over here. But once these get into the tank, they'll be vibrant red with those black parallel lines on them. Another one, not a pencilfish, but similar. This is a killie. This is the Australia, or the golden killie. They're a lyre tail or golden flame killie. Have a look at those guys. So hopefully there is some girls in there. I can see at least 3, 4 girls. So we'll list up some pairs of these guys online, so you'll be able to buy a male and female in a pair, as well as there's some males in there. Okay, so we do like to sell the females off as pairs when we can get some females, so you guys can get into breeding them. The individually listed ones, it goes either way. If we've got extra girls, you could get girls, but generally it's male if you buy the individual, but it depends what comes in. All right, now these are one of the cool fish that have come in today. We have only had these once before, but it's not the fish you guys are waiting to see. However, this guy is quite exciting. This is the upside down catfish. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, you've had them before. Yeah, we always have upside down catfish. These are zebra upside down catfish. They are not your regular upside down catfish. They have a different pattern, a little bit more of a stripe to them. They are zebra upside down catfish. And honestly, they're much bigger than the last time we got them. Last time we got them, they're only about 2 centimeters in size. These guys will be on 4 centimeters, so they're double the size. So watch out for them on the website. They are different to your regular upside down catfish. These are your zebra upside down catfish. All right, we've got a couple more oddballs coming out. This is your pipefish, otherwise the freshwater seahorse. You can see why they call it a pipefish, and you can see the face on this one here, why they call it the seahorse. It's got that face like a horse on it. These are very, very small, cute little guys. At this stage here, you do need to feed them freshly hatched brine shrimp or fresh Daphnia. We do feed ours freshly live Daphnia here every day. We may get into some brine on these guys. They're a little bit higher in protein than the Daphnia because these are the smallest ones we've ever seen. Nonetheless, it's the last of them available of the pipefish. We did do a little boo-boo. We did get some saltwater ones in earlier on in the week. We've had to rehome them. They were cool too. They were the alligator pipefish. They are a saltwater version. They were this big. They were fat. They were curling up around each other. And I wished I could have showed you guys, but we had to quickly find a home for them. All right, moving on. Here's an oddball, but we get these quite regular. Now, this one here is your elephant nose, and you can see why. Now, they do double bag these, so it makes it really hard for me to show you guys, but it's got this long snout out the front of the body, just like a trunk, and it's an elephant nose. Now, these guys are blind. They can't see, and they literally work on a little electronic pulse in the water, just like a bat, that sends a signal, and they'll be able to find the worms and the feed in the aquarium. They've got a very strong sense of smell, and they can feel all that motion. It's not a good idea to keep them in with ghost knives because they do the same thing. But your elephant nose, they're pretty cool. Watch them though, they do tend to jump out. Moving on, we are into the last box. We'll get into the guppies. Guppies coming out. Now you're probably thinking, oh, guppies, I'm out of here. Guppies, #1 selling fish. So don't throw them in the bin. They're definitely worth talking about and worth looking at. We're not going to show you every single guppy you've got in today, but we did get some. Tuxedo Yellows, we'll go through them as quick as we can. There your Tuxedo Yellow male guppies have come in today. We have some female green cobra guppies coming today. So this is a female version, silver body, beautiful green cobra tail. Moving on. These are not much to show you on these guys, but they are they're the neon tuxedo or the blue tuxedo females. We did get some males. Here's the male. So this is the male. So we've got male and female of this one in today. It's a neon blue tuxedo or neon blue flash guppy. Male and females come in today. These are just a standard dragon mosaic male. Now I have some really cool one that I'm keeping it to show you in a minute. These are your twin flame tails. They're platinum twin flame tail guppy. So they've got a twin little tail on the back there, bits of red and black through them. Look like bits of fire coming out the back, two little twin jets out the back. Now there is more guppies coming. We'll keep this one and show you it in a minute. All right, we'll just get through the last ones here. Red blonde guppies, that's your male. So the ones that are pure red, we usually always got females of those in store. Some more golden koi male. So the golden koi has that red nose, red tail, whitish, yellowish body through the middle. So that's your koi. Some platinum tuxedo. So that's the bright white tails with the black body. You can see there, platinum tuxedo males. Next. Now these guys, we do get these all the time, but not this quality. These are exceptionally good. These are your red Mosaic Dumbo guppies. Now, the reason these are so good is look at those tails on the back of them. They're huge. They've got big ears, big Dumbos, and really big Mosaic tails. One in there is a rogue. You can see he's come along. That's a platinum Dumbo. But look at these mosaics. Now, if I was to breed them, this is the batch I'd be buying my males from. They are really, really good. Look at that. So if you're into guppies and you are looking to collect and breed and you do like the Dumbos and you do like mosaics, that's the time to buy. I think there's only 15, but they've got huge tails on them. Don't know if there might be only 14 because there was a rogue one I saw in the bag. All right, we've got one fish to go left, guys, and it's the last, it's the best, and it's the one you guys want to see, and it gets everyone excited every time they come in. And I have only 5 of them, and they are quite big. These are, now I really want to show it to you as best I can. These are your freshwater dolphin fish. Now, there it is there. You can see why they call it the dolphin fish. It's not the dolphin cichlid, it's the dolphin fish. Literally looks like a freshwater dolphin in the aquarium. Stunning fish, rare collector's fish. They are big, they are healthy, really, really fat specimens, very lively. Look at them. I've only got 5 available. So if you are after one of these, they're the best ones we've had ever in store. The biggest, the fattest, the most healthiest freshwater dolphin fish. Now it's time to get them. We've got 5 only. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get more, but we've got 5. They'll go on the website in probably 10 minutes and they'll be available in store right now. So something unique, something different. Go excellent with discus. If you're a discus keeper and you want something unique in your aquarium, freshwater dolphin will be the talk of your fish tank at home. That's it from me, guys. Thanks for watching live fish unboxing this week. If you're watching this video on YouTube, don't forget, give us a like and subscribe. Come on down to the store if you're local, 11 Pike Street, Kunda Park. And don't forget, we ship our fish Australia-wide, so you can shop on our website, check out, and we'll get them on their way to you. Thanks for watching. See you next week.